When I first moved out of my mother's house, I promised myself I'd never depend on anyone again. Growing up, she always favored my younger brother, Ryan. He was spoiled, reckless, and never took responsibility for anything. I was the quiet one, the one who worked hard, saved money, and stayed out of trouble. When I finally landed a stable job as an engineer, I thought maybe, just maybe, I could build a peaceful life. But peace was the last thing my family had in mind. 4 years, I kept my income private. I lived modestly, no luxury cars, no fancy vacations, no bragging. My mom always assumed I was just getting by, and that kept things calm. But everything changed when my company announced me as one of the top-performing employees in a public article. The post mentioned my salary range. Within 2 days, my phone started buzzing with messages from relatives, and then finally, from Mom. She called, acting overly sweet. "Honey, I'm so proud of you," she said. Her tone was strange, forced and dripping with interest. "Your brother's been struggling lately. Maybe you could help him out a little." I politely told her I'd think about it. But I knew what was coming. Once she smelled money, there was no going back. The next weekend, I heard a knock on my apartment door. When I opened it, there stood Mom and Ryan, unannounced. Ryan had a smug grin on his face, wearing designer sneakers and holding his phone like he owned the world. Mom gave me a quick hug before her eyes started scanning my place. "Nice place," she said, clearly assessing its worth. "You must be doing really well." They didn't waste time. After some awkward small talk, Mom sighed dramatically and said, "Your brother needs some help. His car broke down, and he's been under a lot of stress. You're the only one who can help right now." I looked at Ryan, who was scrolling through social media, completely uninterested in the conversation. "How much are we talking about?" I asked. "Just a few thousand," Mom said casually, as if that was pocket change. "You make plenty now, don't you?" I felt my jaw tighten. "Mom, Ryan is 26. He's had 5 jobs in 2 years and quit every single one. I'm not going to keep paying for his mistakes." Her eyes flashed with irritation. "You're being selfish," she snapped. "Family helps family." Ryan finally looked up and added, "Come on, man. You've got money now. Don't act broke." His words hit me harder than I expected. I'd worked 12-hour days, gone years without vacations, and skipped luxuries so I could save. And now I was being guilted for it. "You've both had every opportunity to build something," I said calmly. "I'm not your ATM." Mom's expression changed from pleading to furious. "So you think you're better than us now? Just because you make a little more?" She stood up, shaking her head in disbelief. "I raised you. You owe me." That word, "owe," echoed in my mind. I'd given her everything I could over the years. Helped with bills, fixed things around the house, even supported Ryan when he got into debt. Yet somehow, it was never enough. I took a deep breath. "Mom, I love you. But you've always taken my hard work for granted. I can't keep paying for Ryan's laziness." Ryan rolled his eyes. "Forget it, Mom. He's just being stingy." He grabbed his jacket and stomped toward the door. Mom hesitated for a moment before following him, muttering something about how ungrateful I was. The apartment fell silent after they left. I sat down, feeling both relieved and heartbroken. 4 years, I dreamed of earning enough to make Mom proud, to give her a better life. But now I realized she didn't want my success, she wanted control over it. A few weeks passed without hearing from them. Then one afternoon, Mom called again, her tone softer this time. "I shouldn't have come that way," she said. "But Ryan really is in trouble now. They're threatening to tow his car." I listened quietly, then said, "I'm sorry, Mom. I can't fix that. He needs to learn." She hung up without another word. Months later, I learned that Ryan finally took a steady job after his car was repossessed. It wasn't much, but it was honest work. Mom eventually called again, not to ask for money, but to tell me she was proud he was finally changing. "You were right," she admitted. "Maybe he needed to fall to stand up." I smiled, feeling a weight lift off my chest. I realized that sometimes, helping isn't about giving, it's about stepping back and letting others grow. For the first time, I felt peace, not guilt. My success was finally mine, not something I had to apologize for. And though it hurt to set those boundaries, it was the moment I truly earned my independence, not just from poverty, but from manipulation disguised as love.